Welcome. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most valuable US wheat pennies that could be worth a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, these pennies might just be hiding in your change jar. Let's dive in. First up, the 1948 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark that has experienced a color change. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, you're in for a treat. Let's explore how much this unique piece could be worth in today's market. The 1948 Lincoln wheat penny, minted in San Francisco, is a significant piece for collectors, but what makes it even more fascinating is its color change. This alteration can be due to a variety of factors, including environmental conditions, improper storage, or chemical reactions. Let's take a closer look at how this affects its value. First, let's review the background. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series, which ran from 1909 to 1958, is one of the most beloved and recognizable coin series in American numismatics. The 1948 issue, with its S Mint mark, was struck at the San Francisco Mint. The S Mint mark denotes that these pennies were minted in San Francisco, and this mint mark adds to the coin's desirability among collectors. Now, let's talk about the color change. A Lincoln penny from 1948 originally has a rich, reddish-brown hue. However, various factors can alter this coloration. For instance, exposure to moisture, chemicals, or even prolonged handling can cause the coin to develop a different patina, ranging from a darker brown to an unusual greenish tint. As you can see in these examples, color changes can significantly impact a coin's appearance. For a coin collector, these changes are crucial, as they can influence the overall value of the piece. The key factors that affect the value of a color-changed penny include the extent of the discoloration, the coin's overall condition, and how well it has been preserved. So, how does a color-changed 1948 Lincoln penny with an S Mint mark fare in today's market? Let's break it down. In general, Lincoln wheat pennies from 1948 are not among the most valuable of the series. However, the presence of an S Mint mark adds some premium. When a coin experiences a color change, its value can vary widely. In today's market, a 1948 Lincoln penny with an S Mint mark in uncirculated condition can fetch between $76,000 depending on the specific details of the coin. But when the coin has a noticeable color change, the value can be impacted both positively and negatively. Coins with unique color changes can sometimes attract a niche market of collectors who are interested in these anomalies. Depending on the extent of the color change and the coin's condition, you might find that such a piece could sell for between $82,000. If you have a 1948 Lincoln penny with an S Mint mark and it has experienced a color change, here are a few tips to consider. First, ensure that the coin is properly stored to prevent further deterioration. Consider having the coin professionally graded to assess its condition accurately. Finally, be aware that while unique color changes can be intriguing, they can sometimes affect the coin's value unpredictably. In summary, while the 1948 Lincoln penny with an S Mint mark may not be the most valuable in the series, its unique color change can add an interesting twist to its value. If you own such a coin or are considering buying one, understanding these factors can help you make informed decisions. Next up, American numismatic history, the 1949 Lincoln wheat penny with the S Mint mark in fine condition. How much is it worth in today's market? Let's find out. The Lincoln wheat penny, first minted in 1909, is one of the most iconic and beloved coins in American history. It features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 ears of wheat on the reverse. But today we're focusing on a specific year and mint mark combination, the 1949 Lincoln penny with the S Mint mark. Let's break down the specifics. The 1949 Lincoln penny was minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The S Mint mark indicates it was struck at the San Francisco Mint. The coin we're discussing is a large date variety, which refers to the size of the digits in the year. In 1949, both large and small date varieties exist, but the large date is the more common type. Visually, the large date variety is easily identifiable by its distinctively larger numbers compared to the small date version. This is important for collectors because specific date and mint mark combinations can significantly influence the coin's value. Now, let's talk condition. You mentioned this coin is in fine condition. For numismatic grading, fine generally means the coin has moderate wear but retains most of its details. The wheat stalks and Lincoln's profile will show clear wear but are still recognizable. In fine condition, you'll see some of the finer details have worn away. The wheat stalks on the reverse might be less distinct, and Lincoln's profile will have noticeable wear. However, the coin should still be identifiable and have no major damage or discoloration. So what's the value of a 1949 Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark in fine condition? The value can vary based on several factors, including demand, market trends, and the specific condition of the coin. As of today, you can expect a 1949 Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark in fine condition to be worth between $94,000. This range is based on recent auction results and dealer listings. Keep in mind that prices can fluctuate, so it's always a good idea to check current listings and auction results for the most up-to-date information. If you own one of these coins, make sure to handle it with care. Store it in a protective holder to preserve its condition and value. And if you're looking to buy one, ensure you're purchasing from a reputable dealer or auction house. Next up, the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny, particularly the large date variety without a mint mark in dirty condition. If you're a collector or just curious about the value of this coin in today's market, you've come to the right place. Let's get started. The 1953 Lincoln wheat penny is a notable coin for collectors, primarily due to its historical significance and distinctive design. While the 1953 penny is not as rare as some of its counterparts, its value can still vary significantly based on its condition. Today, we'll specifically look at the large date version of this penny, which is a bit more common than the small date variety, but still holds interest for collectors. First, let's clarify what we mean by the large date and without a mint mark in 1953, the US. Mint produced two varieties of pennies, the large date and the small date. The large date variety is identifiable by its more prominent, spaced-out numbers on the obverse. Additionally, the absence of a mint mark means the coin was struck in Philadelphia, which is the primary mint for these pennies. Now, when it comes to the coin's condition, we're focusing on one that's classified as dirty. This condition means the coin has noticeable grime, tarnish, or other forms of wear that impact its appearance but don't necessarily affect its overall structural integrity. In the coin collecting world, dirty coins often see a drop in value compared to their cleaner counterparts. Collectors generally prefer coins in higher grades, such as mint state or extremely fine, due to their aesthetic appeal and preservation. A dirty coin, while still collectible, tends to fetch lower prices. However, it's important to remember that rarity and historical significance still play a role in valuation. So how much is a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny in dirty condition worth today? While the clean, high-grade versions of this coin can fetch a premium, a dirty 1953 large date penny is worth considerably less as of now. The estimated value of a dirty 1953 Lincoln wheat penny ranges between $32,000. This is a rough estimate and can vary based on factors such as the degree of dirtiness and any other imperfections. For a coin in better condition, values can climb higher. Uncirculated or near mint examples of the 1953 penny can be worth $35,000 or more. However, the market value for dirty coins remains on the lower end of the scale. If you happen to come across a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny in dirty condition, it's a good idea to clean it gently and carefully if you want to preserve any potential value. However, be cautious, as improper cleaning can sometimes do more harm than good. If you're unsure, it's always wise to consult with a professional numismatist or coin dealer. In conclusion, while the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny in dirty condition might not be the most valuable coin in your collection, it still holds historical significance and appeal. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, every coin tells a story and adds value to your collection. Next up, the 1956 Lincoln wheat penny. Specifically, we'll be exploring the value of this coin in its most overlooked state, dirty condition without a mint mark. So if you've got one of these pennies in your collection or just curious about its worth, stay tuned. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln wheat penny was minted from 1909 to 1958 and is known for its iconic design featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 ears of wheat on the reverse. The 1956 penny is particularly noteworthy for its transitional period leading up to the changeover to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. In 1956, the U.S. Mint produced these pennies without a mint mark, as was typical for most of the coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint during this era. While mint marks can significantly impact a coin's value, the 1956 pennies are interesting because they provide a glimpse into a common yet collectible segment of American numismatic history. Now, let's talk about condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state Mississippi 70, with various levels in between. When we talk about a dirty coin, we mean that the coin has accumulated grime, tarnish, or other forms of wear that significantly affect its appearance. A penny in dirty condition often suffers from surface discoloration, corrosion, or even some level of abrasion. While this might seem like a negative factor, it's crucial to understand how it affects the coin's market value. In today's market, a 1956 Lincoln penny without a mint mark in dirty condition generally commands a modest value. Due to the dirt and wear, these coins are not as highly sought after by serious collectors compared to those in pristine condition. As of recent evaluations, a 1956 Lincoln penny in dirty condition typically ranges between $66,000. This valuation might seem low, but it's a reflection of the overall condition and the high mintage of this coin year. Clean, well-preserved examples of the 1956 Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition can fetch higher prices, often between $65,000 or more, depending on their grade and specific characteristics to provide additional insight. We spoke with Jack, a numismatic expert, who sheds light on why these pennies, even in less than ideal condition, still hold a place in collectors' hearts. The 1956 Lincoln penny, even in a dirty condition, is an important part of our coinage history. While it may not have significant financial value in this state, it represents the era and the transition in design which adds to its historical appeal. Indeed, while the 1956 Lincoln penny in dirty condition might not break the bank, it remains a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Collectors and enthusiasts value these coins not just for their potential monetary worth but for their historical significance and the stories they tell. So, if you find a 1956 Lincoln penny in your collection that's seen better days, don't be too disheartened by its low market value. It's still a piece of history, and who knows? With a little cleaning professionally, of course, you might just find that it's more valuable than you think. Next up, specifically the 1946 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark, and we're focusing on its value in a dirty condition. So, let's dig in. Before we get to the value, let's set the stage with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, was a significant shift from previous designs. The 1946 wheat penny was minted shortly after World War II, during a time of great change and economic growth in the United States. This particular penny is known for its post-war design, featuring the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse and Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The 1946 Lincoln penny is often sought after for its historical value and design. However, the value of any coin can significantly vary based on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with various levels in between. For our discussion, we're focusing on the dirty condition of this coin. In the world of coin collecting, the condition of a coin is paramount. Coins in dirty or poor condition generally fetch a lower price compared to those in pristine or well-maintained conditions. A dirty coin typically means that the coin has not been cleaned or polished but may have accumulated grime or oxidation over time. While this doesn't impact the historical value, it does affect the aesthetic appeal and therefore the market value. So, how much is a 1946 Lincoln penny without a mint mark in dirty condition worth today? To determine this, we need to look at recent auction results and dealer prices. As of now, the value of a 1946 Lincoln penny in dirty condition typically ranges from about $62,000. However, it's important to note that this is a general range. The specific value can vary depending on factors such as the extent of the dirt, any additional wear, and the demand in the collector's market. If the coin is particularly rare or has an interesting story behind it, it might command a higher price despite its dirty condition. To wrap things up, while a 1946 Lincoln penny without a mint mark in dirty condition may not fetch a high price compared to its well-maintained counterparts, it still holds historical and collectible value. It's a piece of post-war American history that connects collectors to a time of significant change and growth. Next up, the 1939 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with an S mint mark, in fine condition. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the value of rare coins, this video is for you. Let's start by examining the 1939 Lincoln wheat penny. This coin is part of the series minted from 1909 to 1958, which features the iconic wheat design on the reverse side. The 1939 issue is relatively common compared to other years in the series, but the value can vary significantly based on its condition and mint mark. Today we'll be focusing on the 1939 penny with an S mint mark. The S stands for the San Francisco Mint, one of the three mints that produced Lincoln pennies during that era. The San Francisco Mint typically struck fewer coins compared to Philadelphia and Denver, making them slightly rarer and potentially more valuable. The term fine in coin grading refers to a condition where the coin shows moderate wear, but all major design elements are still clear. In fine condition, you can expect to see some wear on the high points of the coin, with the details on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalk still quite visible. Now, let's talk value. The 1939 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark in fine condition generally fetches a higher price compared to other 1939 pennies without the S mint mark. As of today's market, the value of this coin ranges from approximately $99,000. However, prices can fluctuate based on factors such as demand, rarity, and the specific condition of the coin. Recent auction results and online sales have shown that well-preserved examples of the 1939 S mint mark penny in fine condition can sometimes exceed these typical values, especially if the coin is particularly well struck or has unique features. For collectors and investors, having a piece like this in your collection not only adds historical value but also potential financial appreciation. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1939 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark, it's crucial to get it appraised by a professional to determine its true market value. Additionally, keeping the coin in good condition and protected from environmental damage can help maintain its value over time. Next up, specifically the 1929 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark. But there's a twist. This one is in scratched and damaged condition. If you're curious about how much this penny could be worth in today's market, you've come to the right place. The 1929 Lincoln wheat penny is a significant coin in the world of numismatics. It was minted during the Great Depression, a period of economic hardship that made these coins a symbol of resilience for many Americans. Today we're focusing on the 1929 penny without a mint mark, which means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This specific coin is in scratched and damaged condition, which plays a crucial role in its value. Now, let's break down what affects the value of a 1929 Lincoln wheat penny, especially when it's in less than ideal condition. Coin grading is essential in determining the value of a collectible coin. Coins are typically graded on a scale from poor to mint state MS-70. The 1929 Lincoln wheat penny in question is described as being in scratched and damaged condition. This would likely place it somewhere between fair and good in these grades. Details are worn, and the coin's surface may have scratches, dents, or other imperfections. Let's take a look at some recent auction results for the 1929 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in similar conditions. On average, coins in fair to good condition can range from about $297,478. The presence of scratches and damage typically lowers the value, but this can still be a collector's item of interest. Despite the damage, the historical significance of the 1929 penny can add a bit of value. Collectors often seek out these coins to complete their collections or to own a piece of history from the 1929 era. So, how much is this scratched 1929 Lincoln wheat penny worth in today's market? Based on recent sales and current market trends, you can expect this coin to be valued between $300,000. However, if you're looking to sell or buy one in similar condition, it's always a good idea to check recent auction results and consult with a professional numismatist for the most accurate valuation. Next up, the 1936 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark in fine condition. If you're a coin enthusiast or simply curious about its value, stay tuned as we explore its worth in today's market. First, let's travel back in time. The Lincoln wheat penny, introduced in 1909, is one of the most iconic American coins. The 1936 edition is part of a series that features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse. The D mint mark, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, adds an extra layer of interest for collectors. Now, let's discuss the specifics of the 1936 wheat penny with a D mint mark. This coin, in fine condition, typically shows some wear but retains most of its key features. In fine condition, you can expect to see the outlines of Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks, though they may be slightly worn. The detail in the lettering and design should still be relatively clear. So, what's this coin worth today? The value of a 1936 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark in fine condition can vary based on several factors, including market demand and coin rarity. As of 2024, such a coin generally ranges between $96,000. Several factors influence the value of this coin. The overall demand for Lincoln wheat pennies, the rarity of the coin in its specific condition, and the current trends in the coin market all play a role. Coins in fine condition are more affordable compared to those in higher grades like very fine or uncirculated, but they still hold significant value. If you're a collector or thinking about investing, proper preservation is crucial. Keep your coin in a protective holder and avoid handling it excessively. This will help maintain its value and prevent any further wear or damage. Looking to buy or sell a 1936 Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark? Consider reputable auction houses, coin dealers, or online marketplaces specializing in rare coins. Always ensure you're dealing with a trusted seller and verify the authenticity of the coin. To recap, a 1936 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark in fine condition is valued between $10 to $30 in today's market. Its historical significance and classic design make it a treasured piece for many collectors. Next up, the 1950 Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark in fine condition. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, this is a video you won't want to miss. The Lincoln wheat penny, a classic piece of American history, was produced from 1909 to 1958. Today, we're zeroing in on a specific year, 1950. This particular penny, minted in Denver, is marked with a D mint mark, which adds a unique aspect to its value. First, let's set the stage with a bit of historical context. The 1950 Lincoln penny was part of the final years of the wheat penny series. After World War II, the U.S. Mint continued to produce these coins, but by the end of the decade, they transitioned to the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1950 D mint mark indicates that this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is an important detail for collectors. Now, let's talk about the coin's condition. In the numismatic world, fine is a grading term that signifies moderate wear. For our 1950 penny, this means the coin will show clear details with some wear on the high points, but the overall design remains recognizable. So, how much is a 1950 Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark in fine condition worth today? As of the latest market data, this coin typically ranges between $39,000. The value can vary depending on factors like exact wear level, any potential errors, and market demand. To put this into perspective, a 1950 D penny in lower grades might fetch a couple of dollars, while one in exceptionally high fine condition could reach the higher end of the spectrum. Collectors often seek these coins for their historical significance and their place in the overall Lincoln penny series. If you have a 1950 Lincoln wheat penny with a D mint mark in fine condition, it's a nice piece to add to your collection. While it's not one of the highest value pennies out there, it still holds its place as a sought-after coin among enthusiasts. Always remember, the value of coins can fluctuate based on market trends and collector interest. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Keep on collecting.